A 20-year-old sentenced today for the assault tied to the East Valley teen group, the Gilbert Goons. Jacob Pennington sentenced. Court documents say the Pennington admitted to being part of that so-called group and now classified as a criminal street gang. Kenzie Beach joins us live now to break down the sentencing.
Yeah, guys, Jacob Pennington took a plea deal, pleading guilty to aggravated assault. For the first time in court today, we hear from the victim, the 16-year-old, at the time of the beating. Court documents say the attack was unprovoked and it was all caught on camera. Pennington hitting the victim in the face several times before taking off his belt and whipping the victim, then getting on top of the victim and holding him down while allowing others to kick and beat him. This all happened as the victim and a friend were leaving a bonfire at Santan Mountain Regional Park on the night of November 18th of last year. Today, Judge Danielle Harris sentencing Pennington to 3 years of supervised probation and 120 days of deferred jail time. The mother of the victim and her son speaking for the first time.
Imagine the terror our son experienced as he tried to reason with someone who had bloodlust in his eyes.
Despite being able to break free of their first several attempts to take me down, Mr. Pennington continued to pursue me while screaming racial slurs and violent threats. Unfortunately for me, his mom followed. When they finally got me down to the ground, I felt every punch, kick, and stomp.
Now, Jacob Pennington is scheduled for a separate sentencing in a different case on Thursday, this time for his alleged involvement in another team beating, but at an In-N-Out in Gilbert. Live in Phoenix tonight, Kenzie Beach, Fox 10 News.
Kenzie.
Good evening. My name is Lieutenant Kevin Kwan with the Scottsdale Police Department. I want to set a little bit of ground rules about what we're going to be doing. First off, Assistant Chief Slavin will be coming up and making a statement about an incident that happened this evening. After that, we're not going to be fielding any questions whatsoever, so hope that you guys can understand that. Chief?
Good evening. On behalf of Chief Walter, who is currently out of state at a conference, and the entire command staff of the Scottsdale Police Department, I want to thank you for coming tonight. Around 7:30 this evening, we received a call that one of our officers was in need of emergency assistance near 76th Street and Greenway in North Scottsdale. The officer was transported by the Scottsdale Fire Department to a local hospital. And it's important to note at this point that there are no ongoing threats to the community. It's with great sadness that I have to inform you that our officer succumbed to his injuries. Detective Ryan So served the Scottsdale Police Department for more than 9 years. He also actively served in the U.S. Navy. He's survived by his wife and 3 children. As a part of the East Valley Critical Incident Response Team, the Mesa Police Department will be conducting the investigation into what happened this evening in this line of duty death, and we are grateful for their assistance. As you can imagine, this is an incredibly difficult time. We ask for privacy for Ryan's family and for the police department. Please keep Ryan's family and the men and women of the Scottsdale Police Department in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you.
We're getting a look at a suspect accused of a deadly stabbing. It happened Saturday near 27th Avenue and Indian School. Police found a man who'd been stabbed to death, and 37-year-old Robert Towns claiming self-defense, but police say the evidence doesn't match his story. Downs is now facing murder charges. No word what led up to the violence.
Top story, Fox 10 News alert, big backup on the I-10 in the downtown Phoenix area.
All right, so the freeway has been shut down in those westbound lanes around the tunnel. It's really caused a mess, but boy, we are learning some new information. It's pretty shocking. Let's get to the latest. Danielle Miller live out there at about 10 and 7th Ave.
Yeah, good morning. We just got official word from the Department of Public Safety that the Phoenix Police Department is now taking over this investigation as an active homicide investigation. So once we were out here early this morning, this was being reported as a single vehicle crash, closing down completely the westbound lanes on the I-10 right here at 7th Avenue. Nobody can get on the bridge right here, also being diverted off the freeway as well. So what we thought is that this was just a single vehicle crash, and typically when they do close down the traffic as they have this morning. It typically means that it is fatal. That was not confirmed to us, but just something we suspected out here. But now we do know that this is an active homicide investigation. We have reached out to the Department of Public Safety, DPS, to try to get more information as to exactly what this means. Was this, did this happen on the freeway, possibly off the freeway, then that driver got on? So we are working to get those details. Also, we know now that the Phoenix Police Department has taken over this investigation. So as it stands right now, the westbound lanes of the I-10 completely closed right here at 7th Avenue. And the vehicle involved here is a Ford Explorer. It is a very dark colored. It is the only vehicle here on the freeway involved in this crash out here. So as far as to what led up to this, still working to get that information. Once we do, we'll definitely pass it along as it comes in. But if you are heading out for your rush hour commute, heading to work, getting the kids to school, definitely avoid this area if at all possible for quite some time, because as we know, these investigations can take hours and hours. So not sure exactly when the freeway is expected to reopen.